Hello Nistas and Nistos, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. My name is SavingsFashionista. She is I am her. And you have arrived to Nista's Nation, and over here we do mainly things fragrances. So today we are going to talk about the list that you probably have been looking for or waiting for. These are my summer fragrance recommendations, you guys. So as I'm looking at this list could be much more extended than it is. So I said, hey, let's not overwhelm the nation, and we're just going to do a number of completion. So I have 7 fragrances that I want to share with you guys today, and we're going to get right into the content. So these are really not in order to my likings. They're kind of like in alphabetical order. For some reason, my brain is just kind of wired like that for some reason, and it's probably because the career that I have, I just kind of like put things in some type of sequential, whether it be chronological or alphabetical order, but it has no impact on how I like or dislike these fragrances. Of course, if I'm sharing them with you, I like them all, but I'm sure, as you would know as a human, some garner more like than others. So we're going to get started with the first fragrance that I have here in my lineup, and it is Beach Walk by Maison Margiela. So I'm going to be looking down at my phone. But anyway, here we go. Alright, so the top notes in Beach Nights are bergamot, lemon, pink pepper. The heart notes are coconut milk, ylang-ylang, heliotrope. The base notes are musk, benzoin, and cedar. Alright, so let's talk about the main accords, because I think when you are talking about things that are befitting to a season or an event or something like that, I do believe that the accords, it really does help you when you really don't know what type of fragrance a particular note is. So we're going to also talk about the main accords. So the main accord in the Beach Walk by Replica are sweet coconut, yellow flower, powdery, musky, vanilla, woody, citrus, lactonic, and tropical. So you guys, this is indeed a summer fragrance, as some of the content creators say. What it is, vacation in a bottle. All right, so this is definitely your grown lady coconut beach vibe fragrance. This is just a very nice fragrance. Surprisingly, I thought that this would probably be more of a unisex fragrance, but it is listed in the profile of a woman. But I do think that it's safe, you know, if a gentleman want to put on something that's really soft for a gentleman's fragrance. I do think that this one is particularly safe, and the cedar in it, it really, in that benzoid, it really does help to put you over in a masculine kind of gender profile, but it's really based on your own preferences. It is deemed for women, but I do think that it has a it could possibly for a man as well. So I'm going to get a strip here. Yes, this is like a clean fragrance. Could be for a guy, but this is so good, you guys. I'm trying to figure out what this. It's the ylang-ylang. Ylang-ylang, if you're not familiar with what ylang-ylang is, it is like a floral note. But I told you in the past, I was really off into essential oils, and I definitely pick up that ylang-ylang. So if you know what ylang-ylang is, this fragrance really puts you in the mind of a combination of ylang-ylang with a coconut base, if that makes sense. Alright, so let's just get right into okay, and of course I have my coffee candle here. I want to burn this so bad, but I don't have one, and I do like to have this for this purpose, reviewing purposes of fragrances. So I need this. I got to get another one. Alright, so this is the Paris Cafe, and it is a very popular but very good coffee candle from Bath and Body Works. All right, so moving on into the next fragrance, and some of these fragrances you have seen me feature them in my in past videos for some reason or another. This is the Bergamot 22 by Les Labos. All right, so the fragrance notes in Bergamot 22 are the top notes are bergamot, vetiver, grapefruit. The heart notes are orange blossom, petitgrain, musk, and cedar. Then the base notes are vanilla and amber. I'm assuming this is the order that they come in because they didn't really label them. And sometimes in fragrances you'll find that companies or houses don't always like label fragrances as a base heart. A top heart or base. All right, so let's get right into the main accords. The main accords are citrus, aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, and white floral. All right, this fragrance is labeled as a unisex fragrance. I purchased this fragrance because I love bergamot. That's my favorite citrus fragrance. And this bergamot, when my husband got it for me, we don't have a Les Labos store here or a Les Labos liaison here, but this was ordered from the Les Labos site and it came from Chicago. So once it arrived and I got it, it was not a disappointment. This is definitely, in my opinion, a unisex friendly fragrance. I truly enjoy this fragrance. This fragrance is so soft and so just pleasing to my nose palette. This is a fragrance that I would possibly wear to bed, and I don't really wear perfume to bed. I will wear like a fine fragrance mist, and sometimes if I'm trying to get through a bottle I may use a perfume. But this Les Labos, this is a very good fragrance. I wouldn't say that this is like a vacation-y type of fragrance. I think that this would be perfect for an everyday summer fragrance wear. This is really good. So again, this is Bergamot 22 by Les Labos. All right, so the next fragrance that we will be talking about that I think is a very nice summer fragrance. It comes from the house of Maison Crivelli. And this particular house is fairly new to the States. It's not a new house, but as far as the States, it's fairly new. I think probably about 7 or 8 months ago, they did launch a counter in a store in California, I want to say. I'm not really sure on that, but it has come to the States. But you can find these fragrances that are like not quite international yet. You can get them from places like Twisted Lily or Lucky Scents. So this fragrance did come from Twisted Lily, and I bought this like at the end of last year. So I haven't checked out the site in a while, but I'm sure that they probably still have it. So this is the Iris Malacon by Maison Crivelli. The top notes, the notes, they don't have them labeled as top, heart, or base. The notes are orris, vanilla, leather, galdamin, mastic, amber, cypress, cinnamon, mimosa, coriander, pink pepper, black currant syrup. All right, you guys. Now, that does sound really complex, right? So, let me kind of like ease your mind a little bit. The main accords are powdery, iris, aromatic, vanilla, green, leather, woody, balsamic, animalistic, and earthy. So, as you can see, as they were listing the top notes, it sounded very feminine. And then as it got towards the middle, right past that green, when they started talking about the leathery, the woody, and the animalistic and earthy scents, it became more male, favorable. But this is a unisex scent, you guys. It's really good. Now, they have something out now, and I do have like a purse size that was, I think it was it gifted to me with this or something I got somewhere else. But anyway, I do have the hibiscus one, and it is really good as well. I am really considering getting a full bottle. But this is so good, you guys. If you like green, just fresh yet earthy, but not too herbal. This is very good. This is very, very good. And it wears so well on my skin. And what I love about these green aromatic earthy scents, the thing that I love about them so much is that they are so easy to pair with something that is more fruity or gourmand to give it a very unfamiliar twist. And it just smells so good. So this is one of those fragrances that you really can have fun with when it comes to layering it with your various body products. This is really good. And again, this is the Iris Malacon. This is not vacation-y. It doesn't give me that type of vibe, but it does give me like an everyday, going to like a family outside event. It gives me that type of vibe. It's just really nice. And like I said, it is so just well-rounded as far as the fragrance notes and the accords that it could possibly be blended with a sweet gourmand or a fruity sweet. All right, so the next fragrance up, it is from my favorite house. You know, I really can't do anything in regards to fragrances, especially EDPs or niche brand that does not include this house. And this is Liberty Island from the house of Bun number 9. All right, so let's get right into the fragrance notes. The fragrance notes are mandarin orange, bergamot, black currant. The heart notes are orange blossom, jasmine. The base notes are marshmallow and musk. All right, so let's talk about the main accords. The main accords are citrus, white flower, sweet, fruity, powdery, musky, and fresh spice, you guys. So this is Liberty Island from Bun number 9. You guys, this fragrance, it is the perfect aromatic gourmand. I'm just saying the balance of it, it is just perfect for my liking. This fragrance, not only is it, I think that it is wearable for the summer months, but honestly, I think combined with the right body care products, this would be a perfect fragrance for year round, because you have those accords or those notes that lends themselves to any season, and you can either elevate them or you can suppress them depending on what you are wearing it to or when you are wearing it. So for instance, let's think about that marshmallow note. Okay, that marshmallow note, you can easily take a fall gourmand body care fragrance and it will work perfectly well with it. You can easily take a woody fragrance like this doesn't have like an amber or a sandalwood in it, but I do think that those fragrances would mesh very well with this. But you guys, you got to make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I do like a weekly, sometimes a bi-weekly fragrance cocktail recommendation, and this one is coming up. So this is Liberty Island by Bun number 9. Okay, so we're halfway through our list, and the next fragrance is also from that same house, and this is Nomad by Bun number 9. If you have not checked out my full dedicated review for the Nomad by Bun number 9, please click the card above and check out this review. Alright, so the Nomad by Bun number 9, the fragrance notes are quince, black currant, pear. The heart notes are rose, agar wood, which is an oud, iris, violet leaves. The base notes are amber, vanilla, and sandalwood. Alright, so you guys, the main accords in this fragrance are fruity, rose, sweet, floral, powdery, amber, oud, woody, aromatic, and vanilla. You see, do you hear it? Very complex, but you guys, this is excellence. I'm telling you, this is excellence. This is your black tie. This is your date night. This is, I would even say this is girls' night out. You know how sometimes you just get dressed up and you and your girls just go out and it's a whole vibe. This is all of these. This is it. This fragrance is so beautiful, you guys. I have worn this fragrance, and normally in these videos I don't talk about the longevity and the performance, but I got to tell you guys something. This right here, all day. And honestly, you guys, I only take my regular shower and I put on a nice unscented baser oil and I'm done. Because there are some fragrances that I don't need anything to interfere with it. I don't need you to bring it up or bring it down. I like it just as it is. And this right here is one of those fragrances. Now, I'm not saying what the future holds, but I can't ever see myself featuring this right here on one of my cocktail fragrances, unless I'm just talking about a bland, just moisturizing, unless I'm just using something along the lines of this. That's it. That's all you need. So this is the Nomad by Bun number. All right, the next fragrance, it comes from the house of Juliet Has a Gun, and this is Pear Ink. You guys, the notes in Pear Ink, top notes are pear, middle notes are ambroxan, base notes are musk and amber tylloids. You guys, this is a tardy musk. This is musk, total musk. So let's talk about the main accords. Musk, amber, fruity, sweet, aquatic, powdery, fresh. Now you guys, this is one of those fragrances that you definitely will want to wear this if you're not in the mood for smelling a combination of things. Say for instance, if you have a family member or a friend and y'all are like in a secret fragrance competition. That's my husband and I. You know, it's like I spray, he spray, I spray, he spray more, and he does always smell so good. So if you are in a situation like that and you don't want to be overwhelmed by someone else's fragrance, but at the same time you want to smell really nice, this is the perfect fragrance for that type of situation. Because when I wear this fragrance, I really don't ever smell it. I don't smell it. I normally smell whatever I cocktail it with, but I do get tons of compliments. I have worn this by itself and I've gotten compliments, and I could not smell myself. So I don't know if this particular musk fragrance is nose blinding to me, because I do have a musk that I enjoy and everybody else does too, but this one right here, I don't really smell it on myself. However, I do think that musk is one of the most complimented fragrances for me, because it just works well with my body chemistry for some reason. No matter when I wear something that is predominantly a musk fragrance. Alright, last but not least, this next fragrance is from the house of K. Ali. This is the Utopia Vanilla Coco 21. Alright, you guys, you probably already know about it. You probably already heard about it. But this right here, this is so good. Let me tell you what the top notes are. The top notes are coconut milk, honeysuckle, pear blossom, Italian lemon. The hard notes are jasmine, sandbox, tuberose, gardenia, amberette, muskmallow. And the base notes are bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and patchouli. Let's talk about the main accords. The main accords, it's a white floral, vanilla, coconut, powdery, sweet, lactonic, musky, tuberose, floral, and woody. This is the Utopia by K. Ali. You guys, now this, vacation in a bottle. Oh my God, this just smells so, it's one of those fragrances that it makes me think about like being stranded on an island, of course with my hubby, and you're just out there meshing with the sand, the salt, the water, the trees, you know, all the jungle vegetation that are there, and you're just two but one. And this right here, I think I've said this before, this is a very exotic fragrance. I know the next time I'm gonna wear it, I'm just gonna see or pay very close attention to how my husband reacts. But that's a good one, you guys. So if you are trying to be very sexy and somewhat seductive, you want to get this, okay? All right, so those are my summer fragrance recommendation, you guys, and I do want to end the video with sharing with you my summer wish list. I do have a few fragrances that I do want to get. Will I get them all? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to keep them, you know, in mind, and possibly I will, you know, purchase them. So the first one, of course, is this, the Kylie. This is the mini. I purchased like 4 minis off the site, and this is like one of my favorite ones. So I do want to get this in a full bottle. And the next one I would like to get is the oolong chai. Oolong chai is a it's more of a tea fragrance, but fresh. The accords are citrus, fresh, spicy, green, fruity, fresh, and sweet. So I have not ever sampled that, so that would definitely be a blind buy, but I think that it would be a very nice summer warm climate fragrance. All right, so the next one, this one has gotten so much hype ever since it was released. I never got overly intrigued by it, but one of the fellow content creators, she has really been two of the fellow content creators who I really enjoy their content, that is the Santa Maria and Jasmine Bullard, they have really been talking about this fragrance. And I think I saw the girly girl over on Instagram. I want to say I saw her with this. I'm not sure. But this is the Alien Goddess by Mugler. All right, Mugler. So the main accords in the Alien Goddess are vanilla, powdery, white floral, woody, citrus, musky, and floral. So the common consensus of this fragrance is that when it came out, I remember very well when it was released, you know, all the talk, and you know, when you're in the community, you just kind of like hear all the buzzwords and stuff like that. Some things, they resonate with me, other times they don't. It takes a while, but the common consensus of this is it probably was released at the wrong time, and this is definitely a summer fragrance. I don't know what it smells like, you guys, but you can go and check out Santa Maria and Jasmine Bullard. I think they have some content on this particular. I know that they have content on this fragrance. All right, so the next fragrance on my wish list is the Delena a la Rose. All right, you guys, I got a quick little story time. When Delena was in the big hype and everything was just hype with the Delena, I actually had the Delena, wore it home, smelled it, kept smelling it, and I don't know if it was the wrong time of the year where I was not vibing with that rose scent. Long story short, I took it back. Continued to try to get samples and really just force this onto myself. It just didn't manifest for some reason. So I was in store probably about 3 months ago, and I think this was the time when I had bought some Byredo products, and I tried the Delena a la Rose. So Delena a la Rose is a floral fruity fragrance, and it was really pretty, you guys. So that is it comes in the same type of bottle, but it looks like it's more translucent. It's not like an opaque bottle. You can kind of like see through it. So that is on my wish list. Another one that is on my wish list, and it's also from one of my favorite houses, is the Jasmine, Sandbox, and Marigold by Jo Malone. This fragrance is so beautiful, you guys. I have gone in store and sampled this fragrance. This is like a summer spring fragrance, spring summer fragrance. It is very pretty. It's very soft, and it just smells so nice. It's like a pretty girl fragrance. So those are a few of my wish listers, you guys. I want to thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate you all. And do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye. Oh, yes, and before we leave, always, the commentary is always appreciated, as long as it's nice. leave commentary on some of your fragrance, your summer fragrance favorites, or your summer fragrance wish list. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.